When you think of Dante, your mind probably goes to one place, right? The Inferno. Those 9 circles of hell, the punishments, the darkness, it's iconic. But that descent was really just the beginning. It was only the first part of a much bigger, much more incredible journey. In this explainer, we're going past the gates of hell. We're going to follow Dante on his climb through a realm of hope, and then all the way up into the light of paradise itself. It's a journey from the absolute bottom to the absolute top. So let's get into it.
I mean, really think about that for a second. After you've seen every kind of horror, every form of suffering imaginable, after you've walked through a place where souls are just trapped forever, what happens when you climb out? What could possibly be waiting on the other side of total despair?
And this is the absolute key to the whole thing. These words over the gate of hell, it's not just about the pain. It's about the total, crushing absence of hope. That's what really defines the Inferno. See, in Dante's world, hope is what allows for change, for salvation. Without it, you're just stuck. This is ground zero. This is the pit he has to climb out of.
Yeah, to really appreciate the climb, we have to spend a moment remembering the place he's leaving behind. The Inferno isn't just a giant prison, it's a whole state of being. It's a universe defined entirely by what isn't there.
This right here really drives home just how static hell is. Everything is forever. It's inescapable. There's no hope. So there's no possibility of things ever getting better. The souls are just frozen in their punishment, spiraling down and down into what Dante calls solid darkness. It's a place totally cut off from God, from light, from any chance of redemption. But then, he gets out. Dante emerges, and the second he does, the entire feeling, the whole point of the journey, just flips on its head. He leaves that world without hope and steps into a world that is built on it. Can you just imagine that? For the first time since this whole nightmare began, Dante looks up and he sees the stars. He's not in some suffocating pit anymore. He's on a shoreline, in the open air, at the bottom of a huge mountain. And the direction has changed. It's no longer down, it's up.
And right here, Dante himself just tells us what the new game plan is. See, Purgatory isn't Hell Part 2. It's a process. It's a purification. It's a place where the human spirit gets actively scrubbed clean, getting ready for heaven. The whole point is the destination.
And this is maybe the most important distinction in the entire epic. In hell, the suffering is just punishment. It's payback, and the souls just have to endure it forever. But in Purgatory, the suffering is penance. It's temporary, it's meant to heal you, and get this, the souls are active participants. They are working to fix themselves. They're suffering, yeah, but they're suffering for a reason. They're suffering with hope. The way this place is set up is just brilliant. When souls arrive, they aren't screaming in agony. They're singing psalms about freedom. And as they climb the mountain's 7 terraces, each level is designed to purge a specific sin. And the penance always fits the crime. For example, the prideful, who always held their heads high in life, well, now they're forced to carry these massive, heavy stones on their backs that bend them over, making them stare at the ground in humility. It's not just punishment, it's a cure. So after this long, hard climb, after purging sin from his own soul, Dante makes it. He reaches the peak of the mountain. And this is where the journey gets deeply personal. And what's at the top? It's the Garden of Eden, the actual earthly paradise. It's beautiful, perfect. It's the state humanity was in before the fall. It's here, at the top of the world, that Dante is about to face his own past. And then he feels it, a presence he hasn't felt for 10 years, not since she died. It's Beatrice, the love of his life, his spiritual muse. And even before he lays eyes on her, he feels that old flame again. It's just an incredibly powerful, emotional moment. But here's the thing. This isn't some sweet, simple reunion. Not at all. The very first thing Beatrice does is hold him accountable. She makes him confess, right there, how after she died, he got distracted by worldly things, by deceitful pleasures, and completely lost his way. He has to break down and weep with genuine repentance before he can be truly cleansed and move on. So, with that final personal confession, his soul is finally purified. He's ready for the last leg of the journey. But his guide, Virgil, who represents human reason, well, this is as far as he can go. As a pagan, he can't enter heaven. Dante's going to need a new kind of guide for what comes next.
And that's when Beatrice steps in. With her at his side, the whole journey changes again. He's not climbing anymore. He's not even walking. He's just ascending, pulled upward by a divine love that Beatrice now represents. He is, as he puts it, apt for mounting to the stars. Now, it's really important to wrap our heads around what Dante's paradise actually is. It's not a physical place with clouds and harps. It's an experience. It's a journey into the mind of God. And the whole thing is described as just more and more and more light and more love. So, the structure of heaven is this incredible ascent through 9 celestial spheres. Based on the science of his day, he and Beatrice just rise up from the moon all the way out to the primum mobile, which is the sphere that moves all the others. And with each sphere they pass through, everything gets more intense. The light gets brighter, the heavenly music gets more beautiful, and Dante's own ability to feel joy just keeps expanding. And this is a point Dante makes over and over again. What he's seeing, what he's feeling, is beyond words. He says his own memory can't even hold on to it properly. He's trying to describe the indescribable. All he can really give us are metaphors for this feeling of pure, overwhelming light and divine love. So, at last, after rising through all of the heavens, after seeing the saints and understanding the perfect order of the universe, Dante finally reaches the very end of his pilgrimage. And that's the ultimate question, isn't it? What could possibly exist beyond the edge of the physical universe? What is the source of all this light, all this love, all this motion? It's not a person. It's not an old man on a throne. It's just light. Pure, geometric, blinding light that's impossible to describe. He is looking directly into the mind of God, the source of everything that exists. And in that final, breathtaking moment, Dante's own desires, his own will, finally sync up perfectly with God's will. He understands that the force that is spinning his own soul is the exact same force that moves the entire universe. And his journey, which started lost in a dark wood, ends with this beautiful, perfect vision of cosmic harmony, all of it driven by one single powerful thing: love.